Hello, wonderful people. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, things look okay on your end. A little hot where I am right now today, so things are a little wonky with my laptop today. It's running a little hot. It's using apparently 97% of the CPU just to stream. It probably has something to do with the temperature of the room I'm in right now. So if you see any sweat rolling down my face, or if there's any lag on the cameras, you know why. So first things first, as promised, we talked about doing a live break of a Pokemon trading cards Elite Trainer box for Shining Fates. So this is sort of the sequel to Hidden Fates, which came out I think a year ago or something like that. Obviously Pokemon Company said, "Wow, this did so good, made us so much money. Let's do it again. Maybe some suckers will buy it." And sure enough, I'm buying it. So this is this is the second Elite Trainer box that I've opened for this set. I got one back when they first came out, and then I managed to snag this one on the restock that Target did. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy open. Now you can see on the front, we got a very special Pokemon, Gigantamax Eevee. For those of you who know me, you might know that Eevee is absolutely one of my favorite Pokemon. Huge fan, really great. And Gigantamax Eevee, even better. Super big, super fluffy. Can't go wrong. So, let's see here. Tilt this a little bit for y'all. There we go. Got our box, got it open. It's got a nice sleeve. We pull the sleeve off, and we get a couple things. Actually, first thing to note is the inside of the sleeve is kind of interesting. If you can see the inside there, it's got the pack art for the arts on the inside of the sleeve. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can actually open up the sleeve like this, and then there you have it. You got a nice cool poster of all the different pack arts. So you can hang that, frame that, put it in your room, whatever you want to do. And then the next thing you get is a booklet explaining Shining Fates. So how many boxes did I get? Just the one for now. There might be a stream later where I unbox singles that I purchase via TCG Player. But yeah, so inside this booklet here, it tells you interesting stuff about the cards. It gives you some tips on, if you plan on playing the actual card game itself. I like to play the card game, but I haven't because of COVID in a long time. I used to go to a local comic book shop and do pre-release tournaments. Haven't done that in a while, so hopefully sometime soon. Knock on wood. Maybe maybe Chilling Reign. They might be doing that. I'm not sure. But anyway, you get your booklet there. And then, of course, the main attraction, the actual box itself. You see Gigantamax Eevee again on the front. You open it up. It's nicely packaged. Got some good stuff in there. So we'll take out the cardboard. And with that, we get a couple more things. We get another booklet. So this is an Elite Trainer box. So it's supposed to be, the idea is that how much for the box? I think it was $50, $50 for retail. So people are supposed to buy these as, for if they're a trainer, if they're someone who wants to play the card game. So this is a rule booklet. It tells you all about the rules and things like that. I know there were some recent changes to the rules, mostly about rule boxes on special cards, sets V cards and V Max cards and GX and EX and Prism Star cards and things like that. So then on top of that, we get ourselves the incredibly useless box or pack of energy cards. Got tons of these. Just throw them in a box. I don't know. Who knows? But again, right, this is for people who play the game, so maybe you need some energy cards to make an actual deck for yourself. But then we start getting into some more interesting stuff. So you get card separators, right? So you can use this box to hold your cards. It fits a top loader inside of it, which is nice. So you can put top loader cards in there, and you can also then use these Gigantamax Eevee separators to separate your cards. And then, let's see, we'll get into the packs in a second. Go over a couple more things. You got yourself the Gigantamax Eevee promo, which we'll also go over. A code card for the Gigantamax Eevee promo card. So if you play online, like I have been known to do from time to time, that'll get you a Gigantamax Eevee that you can play with online. Some nice sleeve cards. Again, Gigantamax Eevee on it. We'll use these to sleeve the more interesting cards that we get from the packs, assuming that we actually get any. We'll see. Knock on wood. And then again, some more interesting trainer stuff. So these are tokens for if you are burned or if you're poisoned, so you can use them to mark your Pokemon. The old Elite Trainer boxes used to actually come with a marker for GX moves. So if you remember from the older series before Sword and Shield, you had GX attacks, but you can only use one GX attack in the entire game. So the GX marker told you if you'd use that attack or not yet. And we don't get that anymore because now we have V cards and V Max cards, which don't have the GX attack mechanic. So only these two markers. And then last but not least, you got a dice set for yourself. So the big die is supposed to be like a coin flip. You can do, odds as heads and even as tails or whatever you want to distinguish. And then the smaller ones actually have numbers written on them in multiples of 10. So you can use those as damage markers on your Pokemon cards themselves. So instead of putting small little chips down where each chip is worth 10, you can just have the dice and you can rotate the dice to indicate how much damage your Pokemon has taken. These ones are actually a little interesting because there are at least two in here that go above 100, right? So it's not just 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's some here. This one goes to 120. This one goes to 180. So you can actually hold more damage on a single die, which is really nice. You don't have a ton of dice taking up space on your Pokemon cards. And that being said, let's switch our camera view here. I've never played the cards. Do you know how to play? Is it complicated? It is not super complicated. Read the rule books, right? So if you want to get one of these boxes, I would suggest going over the rule book in there, seeing what they have to say, and then I would find a local game store like I have and do a pre-release tournament at your local game store. I like the pre-release tournaments. It's a good way to learn. It's a good introduction. You get to play with kind of a set of cards. Everyone kind of gets the same cards, but then you get some packs. So you get to open up the packs and you get to add them to your deck. You get to build a deck around some of the more powerful cards that you got from those packs. And it's a good way to learn. I really like it. The most recent pre-release tournament I technically came in second, despite going 3-0 on my matches. The reason I came in second was because there were three of us that were 3-0, or 2-0 rather. And by the third round, two people played each other that were 2-0, and I played someone who was 1-0-1. So even if I won or lost my match, I was always going to come in second to whoever won the match of the 2-0 players. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it was still a lot of fun to go 3-0 on that, which is great. But yeah, so here is the Eevee promo card. There's a bit of a lag between my two cameras today, so hopefully you guys don't notice that too much. But so if I go to show something and I talk about it 10 seconds later, that's why. But yeah, Eevee VMAX has one attack. Gmax Cuddle does 150 damage and says, during your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to attack, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, an attack does not happen. So pretty good attack. It's an evolution of EVV, EVV Max. She's got her big cuddles around her big fur, 300 hit points. So fun card, really good card. I like that promo. That being said, let's dive into some packs here. So we have our pack art, which we saw before. We have 4 different types of packs. Let me see. It's the best way for you all to see that. There we go. So we have our shiny Charizard VMAX, or if you play the game, Gigantamax. We have our Corviknight, shiny Corviknight, a shiny Toxtricity. This looks like the amped up form, and a shiny Dragapult, the new pseudo-legendary Pokemon from Sword and Shield. I'm a big fan, personally, of Toxtricity. He was in my team when I played Sword and Shield. Huge fan of him. I did a shiny hunt on the Matsuda method, for those of you who know Pokemon. And I managed to get a shiny Toxel from egg hatching. I was really hyped about that, and I was just going to trash the rest of the eggs. It's like, I don't want to hatch these. But a friend of mine convinced me to hatch the leftover eggs that I have, and fortunately I did. Got a second shiny Toxel out of that. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, so sorting these out, it looks like we get 2 of each, and then an extra 1 of Dragapult and Toxtricity. So we've got 2 packs of Charizards, 2 packs of Corviknights, 3 of Toxtricity, and 3 of Dragapult. They missed an opportunity to make an Eevee VMAX be shiny in this set. That is true. They did miss that. Hopefully we'll get that at some point. We'll see. But yeah, so we'll start off opening some packs here. We'll see what happens. So we'll start with the ones that we have 3 of. We'll start with my favorite. We'll start with Toxtricity. So Again, we're hoping for shining cards, right? So the shining cards, I believe, actually take the slot of the reverse hollow foil cards in this set. So we'll see what that looks like. So, and I believe all the code cards in this set are white as well. Normally, a white versus a green code card tells you if you've gotten a holographic card or not. But for this set, I don't think it matters. So we'll put that to the side. And then I think it's a total of 4 cards, right? So the best card or the shiny card will be on the bottom, and we'll actually swap what's usually the best card with what could be the shiny card. So we'll give ourselves some suspense. Flip it over, and of course we get our standard energy card, a Team Yell Tau, a Rusted Shield, an Eldergoss, or Eldegoss. Hopefully there's not too much lag between what I'm saying and what you guys can actually see. So I might be going a little bit ahead of myself. But at any rate, a Shinx. Shinx is always a great card. They're a great Pokemon anyway. A Coughing, a classic. Next card is going to be Trapinch. This is actually a great one. A friend of mine had a bunch of these, and she cut out the background and the foreground and the Trapinch and the card itself, and she made a 3D kind of stacked, layered version of this card, which came out really cool. It was really awesome. Something to think about to do with your bulk cards. Next card is a Rowlet. All right, we're getting down to it here. Next one is a Choodle. This is a new Pokemon from Sword and Shield. All right, and our rare card is Zarude. This is the mythical Pokemon of Gen 8. Kind of neat to get as a rare card, although not a holographic card. And we'll see if we get a reverse holo or if we get a shiny Pokemon. Hey, and what do you know? Look at this. We got a shiny Scorbunny. So our first pack luck, we got ourselves a shiny Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and put it inside one of these Eevee sleeves here, which I really like these sleeves that they give because it gives a nice kind of silver background to the card. And of course, it helps keep them a little protected. They're not the best sleeves, but I like the way they look, and I tend to put these in a binder anyway. So that was our first pack. Not a bad pull. All right, next up, we'll do ourselves a Dragapult pack. So we'll start cracking this one open. Going to accumulate a lot of trash on this desk here. All right, so again, our code card, and then we'll start counting off. Let's see, 4 cards on the top. And then we swap cards, number 1 and number 2, so we can see if we get that shiny Pokemon. Flip them over, and our first card, of course, as always, is the energy card. Put that to the side because no one cares about energy cards. Again, we get another Team Yell Tau. Next card is this is a Thwackey. So this is our evolution to Grookey, which is one of the starter Pokemon from that generation. Next one is a Tropius. After that, man, this is a real grass kick here. We got a Yanma. Next card. All right, here we go. We can do another. We can do a 3D stacking like my friend did. We got a Trapinch there. After that is Nickit. Nickit's an awesome one. That's a new Pokemon from Gen 8. Really like that card art there. Gossifleur. Man, more grass. Even more grass. A Cacnea. And we'll see. This is our rare card. All right, second pack, and we get a Crobat V. So this is not a shiny card, but it is a V card. So that's awesome. Really hyped about that. And our last card, it could be reverse holo foil. It could be a shining card. It is a reverse holo foil Zarude. So now we have both the regular Zarude and the reverse holo foil Zarude. So not too bad, but another good pull. We got ourselves a Crobat V. All right, next up, we'll do a shiny Corviknight pack. Let's see. So there we go. And we'll start opening this up. And again, with the code card. And we'll put our 4 cards on top. And we'll swap number 1 and number 2. Flip it over. And of course, energy card to start, as always. Darkness Energy this time. A Gym Trainer card. Next one is going to be, looks like a water type theme this time. We got Flitzizel. And we are 3 for 3 on Team Yell Tau cards. Team Yell Tau. We got a lot of those. Next one is a Kufant, a baby Pokemon for, not baby Pokemon, but a pre-evolution Pokemon, first stage Pokemon, base Pokemon for a new one from Gen 8 as well. We got ourselves a Buizel, which is the pre-evolution of Floatzel. So we got a full line in this pack. Got ourselves a Spinarak, a nice buggy Pokemon. Let's see, we got ourselves another Shinx. We got ourselves another Coughing. All right, this is our potentially holo card. And awesome, we got a Galarian Weezing holographic card. So they changed up the holo on this series a little bit. You can kind of see the straight lines running through the card. It looks pretty neat. And we'll see what we get for our next card, hopefully shining. And it is a reverse holo foil Ball Guy. So not too bad. People are a big fan of that Ball Guy. He was kind of an instant hit, as it were, for people who played Gen 8. A lot of folks really liked that guy for some reason, thought he was kind of neat. So kind of fun to get him as a reverse card. So we'll do another pack. We'll do ourselves a Shining Charizard VMAX or Gigantamax if you played the game. So this is pack number 4 out of 10. So far, not too bad in terms of pulls. Got our code card. That aside, we'll shuffle our 4 to the front. We'll swap our number 1 and number 2. Flip it over. And first is a Water Energy and a Water Pokemon, Cramorant. Another Gen 8 Pokemon. Very awesome. And we have ourselves the Ball Guy, not the reverse holo foil, just the regular. Next card is Dartrix. This is the evolution of Rowlet, which we had before. Next one is the Pikachu clone from Gen 8, Morpeko. You always got to have a Pokemon that looks like Pikachu because Pikachu sells. Another Coughing, an original. The fact that you know which Pokemon belongs to which gen is amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been playing Pokemon for a long time. I'm a big Pokemon fan. So it's really great for you guys to join me on stream here and do this with me. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Next one, another Gossifleur. Don't know if I pronounced that one right. Seems French. Not good at French. Another Rowlet to go with our Dartrix that we got earlier. Another Kufant. Next card is... All right, so no holo, no V card or anything, but this is our rare card, a Yanmega, the evolution of Yanma. I think we got a Yanma earlier, so we got the full line there, which is pretty cool. And then we'll see what our last card is. Fingers crossed for a shining, and it is reverse holo foil Choodle. So again, we got a Choodle earlier, so now we have both the regular Choodle and the reverse holo foil Choodle. So that is 4 out of 10. We'll go ahead and do another Toxtricity. Go around the circle again. So we'll pull one of those packs up here. Which Pokemon gen is my favorite? That's a really good question. Obviously, people like Gen 1 is nostalgic. Gen 2 for me was my first generation of Pokemon. So I really, really am actually more nostalgic for the second generation. And plus, Gold and Silver were fantastic games. But that being said, I think the game that doesn't get enough credit is Black and White. That's Gen 5. I played those games somewhat recently, and they're fantastic. They're really good. I really like how the Pokemon Company took a risk on that generation and actually, didn't include any old Pokemon in the entire game. It was all brand new Pokemon. So that was really cool they did that. I appreciated that. Gen 8 was fun, too. That was nice to be the first game on the Switch. And then, you can kind of see the progress they made with the expansion packs. The Crown Tundra really felt like a great game. So hopefully they continue to make more improvements using the Switch hardware in the future for Pokemon games. But yeah, good question. Thank you. So we'll open this one up, and we'll see what we get. So again, Toxtricity, Don't Fail Me, favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. We'll put our code card aside here. Put our 4 on top. Swap number 1 and number 2. Flip it over. And first card, energy card. It is Psychic. Probably my favorite type of Pokemon is Psychic Pokemon. But we get an Eldegoss, which evolves from our Gossifleur from before, or Eldegoss. I keep putting an R in there. Let's see. Next card is a trainer card. We got ourselves gym trainers. Not too bad. Always like trainer cards. Next up, Cramorant. Got him before. Spinarak, our Gen 2 bug. Got him before. Let's see. Oh, new one so far. Snom. favorite from Gen 8, new Pokemon, Bug Ice type. Moving right along, a Horsey, first time pulling one of these for today. Another water type card. Rowlet, got one of those before. We've got our Pikachu clone. This is our potentially rare card. It is a Cramorant V. Awesome. So another V card. That's fantastic. That's 2 V cards in a row. It's not any full arts. It's not any V max, but hey, V card's a V card. So I'll take it. And our final card is, drum roll, a Grapploct. And this is a Shining card. So we got a shiny Grapploct. That is awesome. Really like this guy. He's kind of posed as a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Me being someone who practices jiu-jitsu myself, I kind of have a affinity with this guy. So it's kind of cool to get ourselves another shiny card here. So we'll pull out a sleeve for him. Let's see here. And we'll slide him right in there. And there we go. 2 shining cards so far. Not bad. All right, do another pack here. You know what? I'm going to move. Let's see. I'm going to move these cards over here, and I'll put the packs over there. How's that? There we go. All right. So we got ourselves another pack. We're going to do our shiny Dragapult this time. And we'll get it open. And code card to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap to 2. Black and white is great, but the Pokemon aren't the best. That's fair. That's fair. They weren't the best. I like that they took a risk and added so many new ones, though. I mean, Pokemon is about discovery. It's about new Pokemon. So it's nice that they did that, but you're right. They weren't all the best designs. But Gen 4 is your favorite generation. Gen 4 for me, actually, I played through Diamond and Pearl, and I kind of found the games, I don't know, it was nice because they were very, very non-linear, but I kind of was a little, I wouldn't say confused, but just, I don't know. I like the linearness of most Pokemon games. I find it to be more fun that way, personally. So, Gen 4, we'll see how they do with the remakes. I know they have that chibi version for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, or one of the two. Maybe the other way around coming out. So, hopefully those are fun. But anyway, back to the cards. Flip it over. We'll get ourselves an energy card. Steel type this time. Get rid of that. We got our Rotom, our Gen 4 sort of interesting Pokemon. Next is a trainer card, Rusted Shield. Had one of those before. Let's see. Next up is Floatzel. Had one of those. And a Horsey. Had one of those. And Grookey. I'm not sure if we got Grookey before, but we definitely had Thwackey before. More Piku, our Pikachu clone. Spinarak, our Gen 2 bug. Weasel, which we've definitely had before. Our rare card, which is Indeedee. All right, so again, we got a holo this time. I don't know if you can tell that it's holo here. It's got those vertical stripes going down it. So nice to get another holo card. Put that next to our Galarian Weezing off to the side. And let's see what we get. Shining card, shining card, shining card. Reverse holographic Snom. So not shining, but Snom. Huge fan favorite card. So cool to get the reverse holo of him. And again, we got the regular card of him before. So we have our full set of Snoms. All right, down to the last 4 packs, one of each card art. So we'll do a Corviknight this time. Get this bad boy open. Toss our code card to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the front. Shuffle 1 and 2. Flip it over. First card is energy, and it is fire. First fire energy. First Pokemon, Thwackey. We've seen him before. Rotom. We've seen him before. A Rusted Sword. We've had the Rusted Shield a couple times, so not the Rusted Sword. A Rowlet. A Trapinch. Another Snom. Another Grookey. Another Spinarak. And our rare card, Volcanion. All right, so that's a legendary or mythical Pokemon, actually. Technically a mythical Pokemon. Water, fire type, which is kind of neat. Steam-based Pokemon. Not holographic, but still a cool card to get. Absolutely. Cool, looks cool next to Zero. And our last card, drum roll. Hopefully something good. Ooh, Shining Frostmoth. That's awesome. So as I mentioned, Snom, fan favorite Pokemon. Frostmoth is the evolution of Snom. So to get the Shining version of that, definitely an awesome fan favorite there. So far, 3 Shining Pokemon cards. Not too bad. Pretty happy about that. So let's see, we'll get this guy sleeved up. And we'll put him next to the rest of our Shining Pokemon cards. There we go. All right, we'll do another pack. See what we got. Grab ourselves a Dragapult this time. Crack that open. 3 packs left. Getting down to it here. Throw our code card to the side. I think I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle them to the front. Swap the 2 cards. Flip them over. And Water Energy. That's not too bad. All right, so Luxio, evolution of Shinx. I'm not sure if we pulled one of him before or not. We got a trainer card. We got a Thwackey, which we've seen before. Nickit, which you still love. Awesome, Eevee. Everyone loves Eevee. What do I say? Got a Gossifleur. Choodle. Another Morpeko. And our rare card. Awesome, another V card. Not too bad. A Delmise. Delmise? Delmise? Not sure. It's supposed to be an anchor. It's like a haunted anchor. Technically a grass type card. Another V card. So it's part of the base set of this. Not a shiny one, but still pretty cool. And our potentially shiny card is a shiny Sizzlipede. That's awesome. So another fire type shiny card. Sizzlipede being a fire bug type Pokemon from Gen 8. Pretty cool shiny, I have to say. This is sort of a hard Pokemon to catch too. They didn't make it very easy to get in the Gen 8 games. You had to look for it. But it was worth the look. It's a cool Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and sleeve him. And we'll put that next to the rest of our Shining cards. 2 packs left. We have a Shining Charizard VMAX and a Shining Toxtricity. So I vote we'll do the Shining Toxtricity, and we'll save the Charizard for last. Got that Charizard luck going on. All right, crack this open. Put our code card to the side. Shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle 1, 2. Flip it over. Energy card. Steel type. First card. Elder Goss. Gotten that before. Dartrix. Gotten that before. Next card. Luxio. Got him. Trapinch. Got him. Snom. Got him. Rookie, got him. As you can tell, there aren't too many cards in the base set, so we're getting a lot of duplicates here. It's really the Shining set that we're after. Shinx, and our rare card is Dreadnought. Not too bad. Not a Shining, not a holographic card or anything like that, but still pretty cool. And Reverse Holo Foil Thievul. So cool to get a Reverse Holo Foil Thievul. I like Thievul, Nickit's evolution. But not a Shining card, unfortunately. So go ahead and put that aside, and we'll do our last pack here, the Shining Charizard VMAX. So fingers crossed. We got a lot of luck so far. Hopefully we can continue that luck into our last pack. See what happens. So crack that open. Put the code card aside. And 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Shuffle 1, 2. Flip it over. Energy card. It is Fighting type. First Pokemon, Tropius. Next up, Dartrix. Eldegoss. I think I said it right that time. Spinarak. Snom. A lot of Snoms. Rookie. All right, another Eevee. Can't complain about Eevees. And Morpeko. And our rare card is Professor's Research, a trainer card. First time we got one of those. And Reverse Holo is Ball Guy. So no luck there with a Shining card on the last pack. But all in all, not too shabby for a box break here. So we got ourselves 3 V cards and 4 Shining cards from the Shining Fates secondary set. So that's pretty good. That'll help us out in completing the collection. I do intend on completing this set. So stay tuned for more pack breaks in the near future here. Or at least mail call unboxings. Yeah, so thanks for sticking around and for watching the pack breaks. We're going to switch gears here and we're going to move over to the Funko section. I know a lot of you guys came to me for Funko stuff. You know, you came to hear from the Funko Shop Alert Twitter account, or you came from Reg Extra Tech Discord. So wherever you came from, chances are you probably like Funko. So let's take a look at some Pokemon Funko Pops. I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of a switch here. So you're going to see the camera move. And pull it through like that. And hopefully we've got a good view on our rotating display, which is currently rotating. What do you know? Move it a little bit over. There we go. That's pretty good and centered. I think we need to adjust our zoom a little bit, our focus. That should be a little bit better. All right, so let's get to unboxing. First things first, let's go ahead and unbox ourselves Psyduck. So first Pokemon we're unboxing. This is from the newest wave, I believe. We got 3 on the back. We got Psyduck, Pikachu, and Meowth. We don't have a Pikachu to show you today. These are from my personal collection. This ain't Funko Pops. Well, Zoe, you are in the right place because this is now indeed Funko Pops. So we got ourselves a Psyduck here. As I mentioned, I didn't get the Pikachu because I have the original Pikachu, and I don't think I need a angry attack stance Pikachu. I'm just going to get one of each Pokemon. You know, a lot of variants, kind of hard to keep up with all of them. So one of each different type of Pokemon is probably the best way to go. So what's great about these Pokemon Pops is you actually get a background on them, right? So this is a removable piece of cardboard. So you get a watertight background for our Psyduck here, which is pretty neat. And then we've got Psyduck in our clamshell. All right, so let's get him open. We'll put him on the stand, and we'll take a look at him. So first reaction about Psyduck is that he's got his 3 tufts of hair on top. Love that. You know, he's it's actually a little rubbery, which is cool. Let's see if we can move this a little bit closer here. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. So it's actually a little rubbery, so it moves a little bit, so you can kind of play with his hair. You know, he's coming back around here. We can see his good bill. You know, they did a good job doing a nice Psyduck bill. It definitely looks like Psyduck. It's iconic. You know, he's got his flippers, but he's a pretty standard looking Pokemon, so not too much detail to put in there. However, I will say, and we'll see in a second, there's one thing that's a little disappointing for me with this one. And it's kind of inevitable given just the way Funko Pops are designed with their big heads. But let's compare it to some source material. Psyduck is not holding his head, right? So if you know anything about Psyduck, he's prone to explosive headaches. You know, he holds his head because he has a headache, and those headaches usually manifest in some sort of psychic attack, right? So on our left here, you can see, I believe this is the first time Psyduck ever appeared in a Pokemon card from the Fossil set. What is he doing? He's looking in the mirror, or not mirror, he's looking in the lake, looking at his reflection, and he's holding his head. You know, we look at the top right of our screen, that is Psyduck from Detective Pikachu. It's our lifelike Psyduck. What's he doing? Holding his head. And last but not least, our sort of official art taken from the wiki page for Pokemon for Psyduck. Sure enough, holding his head, right? So it would have been nice if we got Psyduck with at least his hands kind of raised up a little bit, looking like he's supporting his head. But we got more of a standard pose instead. So not a bad pose, but overall, very happy with Psyduck in general. So let's go ahead and open up our second Funko Pop. We've got here, let's see, I'll do this. There we go. So we've got Meowth from the same series. So you see him on the side there. Here's your box art. See him on the back. Again, the same 3, Psyduck, Meowth, and Attack Stance Pikachu. And let's open them up. So again, just like the Psyduck, right, we have some more background on him. A nice card in the back. I'll pull it out this time. So this is our normal type symbol. Right, it's just a circle. It's gray, but it serves as a nice background for these Funko Pops. It's a nice touch. They do that for some of the other lines too, but I think it was a really cool addition for the Pokemon ones in particular. So we open them up, and surprise, surprise, we have ourselves a clear stand, which is always great. It actually looks like Meowth can stand on his own, which I'll swap over here. I'll show you that. We'll go ahead and swap out Psyduck, and we'll put Meowth on the stand. And without the stand, he does stand up on his own pretty good. But I imagine there might be some balancing problems in the near future. So we'll go ahead and pull him off, and we'll put his stand on his feet, and we'll put him back in place. And we'll take a look. So Meowth, he's got his lucky coin on his forehead. If you are familiar with the games, you might find a Meowth holding an amulet coin, or he might know Payday. So Meowth is all about money. That's kind of his thing. We got a nice Meowth tail in the back. Good detail on the curl there. The two-tonedness really captures the essence of this Pokemon. But what's great about this one is that, unlike Psyduck, Funko did a really good job of capturing the right arms for Meowth. He's kind of got the old limp wrist thing going on, like a cat might. So it really looks really cat-like, really looks like Meowth. Really good job there. So let's go ahead and compare Meowth to some source material. And so here on the left, again with Pokemon cards, I believe this is the first time Meowth appeared as a Pokemon card in the Jungle set from the old Wizards of the Coast cards. And sure enough, we see Meowth on top of a pile of gold. Not this Meowth, but, as I said, Meowth is usually associated with money. So that's why you see that there. But let's look over to the right, top right, we see Meowth from the animes. This is Meowth as he appears in the original TV shows as Jesse and James's walking, talking partner Pokemon. A bit of a sassy personality on him. And again, we get a good likeness of him here. You can kind of see he's got some gangly looking arms, kind of like our Meowth does, which is really great. And then in the bottom right corner, again, this is just kind of some official art of Meowth taken from the Wikipedia page. So you can see, again, a really good likeness. Now, of course, the only real difference being that Meowth kind of has those cat eyes, right? So those black, straight pupils, which is a nice touch for the character art. But unfortunately, or not necessarily unfortunately, just the way Pops are, we got the big black eyes, which is normal and expected and kind of a hallmark of Funko Pops in general. So not necessarily something to be upset about, but just a difference in material. I know Funko has done different eyes on Pops before. This could have been a cool one to experiment with, to do the cat eyes. But what are you going to do? So let's go ahead and go back to our main display, and we'll rotate the two Pokemon Pops around each other. There you go. There you have it. So we've got our Meowth, we've got our Psyduck, and we've got two of the new Pokemon Pops from the newest wave. These were ones that I purchased for my own personal collection. I have one of each base form Pokemon Pop, big Pokemon, obviously. Really into it. So I was really happy to get these guys. Meowth, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get it sooner. He's definitely an iconic classic. But Psyduck, Psyduck's one of those ones that comes and goes every now and then, but it's usually a pretty big following too. But what is surprising is that we got these two after we got Mr. Mime. Nobody likes Mr. Mime. No one does. I mean, maybe someone does, but one person. I really think the Pokemon Company overestimates how much people like Mr. Mime. I hate him. I think he's terrible. Worst Pokemon of all time. I still have him as a Funko Pop because I'm a completionist of a collection. But truly a terrible Pokemon. Do not like him. So I was really surprised that we got him before we got more iconic Pokemon like Meowth and Psyduck. No love for Mr. Mime. Nope. No love for Mr. Mime. That is correct. So, very nice. Awesome. Well, without further ado, though, or rather, I don't know. I'm not going to introduce anything, so I don't know why I said that. But yeah, that being said, that's kind of a wrap on all the content that I have for you guys today. So thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'll stick around for another minute or so if you all want to talk Pokemon for a little bit. Feel free to throw some comments in the chat. I'm always happy to talk Pokemon, or if there's any other comments or questions that you have, anything you want to talk about, I'd love to chat. But otherwise, if nothing else, thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun. Always love the opportunity to talk Pokemon. Need more Funko Pops. Well, unfortunately, I only had the two Pokemon ones, But I know my friends at Shop Pop Online are sending some more Funko Pops my way. And actually, stay tuned for next week, I believe, if I have some time. Entertainment Earth is sending me some Funko sodas to unbox and show to you guys. So we'll see. We'll do a chase hunt on the Funko sodas. We'll see what we get. We'll review them. We'll do some detail looks on them. We'll do some pop comparisons. It'll be a good time. So stick around next week for our normal scheduled content, more Funko related. But do you play Pokemon Snap? Yes, love Pokemon Snap. That was a great game. It is a great game. Just came out. Like to play that with my wife. It's kind of neat. It's a good change of pace from normal Pokemon, right? It's not all about catching and battling. It's more about just observing them, right? Pokemon has such a rich lore and backstory. And the way Pokemon interact with each other isn't really something you get to see in the games. So it's kind of neat to be able to encapsulate that in another medium. So yeah, Pokemon Snap, great game. Entertainment Earth and a upside down D base. I'm not sure how you feel about Entertainment Earth. I personally really like Entertainment Earth. They have the mint guarantee on their pops. They get them in pretty quickly. They have really good shipping. I'm a fan of Entertainment Earth personally. They get good exclusives. That's always a plus. I alert on Entertainment Earth. That's at Funko PX, the letters P and the letter X if you're on Twitter, or it's the Entertainment Earth channel in the Regexer Tech Discord, discord.regexer.tech in the bottom right corner there. So you can get yourself some alerts on Entertainment Earth Funko Pops. They also do sales on what they call not mint Funko Pops. That being said, I have purchased some of their not mint Funko Pops, and they came in very close to mint condition, right? So that just kind of tells you what Entertainment Earth standards are for Funko Pops. They have such high standards for their pops that even if it's just a little not mint, they're not going to sell it to you as mint. So you get some good deals on some of their exclusives on the not mint ones. I think I don't remember. It was a while ago, but I definitely ordered a couple not mint ones from them, and it was great. Well, at any rate, with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So again, thanks everyone for coming around. Thanks for tuning in and talking Pokemon. We really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you all next week. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.